All right. So, hi everyone. I'm here with Judith from Zenith Experience, and we're here for a little bit of a coffee catch up here this morning. So Judith, it's nice to see you here. How did you get into the events industry? How did you start off your journey?
Well, it was much of a how you say that something that happened without expecting it. I'm a kayak lover and a nature lover, and I started like helping friends that had an adventure sports company, and it was a time that we decided to spend nights on the mountain and like making the day trip, like 2 days trip, 3 days trip, and then we decided to create a different campsite to sleep in the middle of nature. And there, my sister came into the project as well, and we remembered the camping experiences that we had when we were kids. And we decided that we didn't want to repeat this experience because it was quite awful setting up the tent. Then it was very complicated. Now it's much easier with Decathlon and all this stuff. But we decided to create a different campsites based on the glamping concept, which is the camping with glamour. This is the glamping concept, which I think in the UK is quite popular, but not in Spain.
Ah, yes. No, a lot of people at festivals really love glamping now. Less
Yeah.
mud.
So we decided to join the adventure with comfort and creating a campsite in the middle of the mountain that it offered comfort. And then we designed a mobile campsite because we wanted to move around Catalonia. So at the end, we decided to create a company that offers glamping experiences mixed with adventure and a lot of other things.
Gosh, that sounds fantastic. So, which is your favorite space that you've set up your mobile campsite? Like, where's your favorite place that you've been to?
My favorite, there's a lot because Catalonia has a really great spots to set up campsites and do adventure sports or nature or tourism. But maybe the most, I think we will come up later to this point, but one of the most special places for me is a wine cellar, winery.
Oh, wow. No, I definitely would appreciate that. That sounds like a great glamping experience.
It is. So in the middle of vineyards and well, it's a very, very special spot to sleep.
Brilliant.
Sleep there.
Absolutely. So now you're in the events industry. Now that you're part of this industry, what's your kind of favorite thing about events when you go to them now? With your background, having set up this business, what sort of experience do you have?
It's one of the things I like most about the events industry is the possibility to get to know a lot of different cultures, and it's very multicultural, international, and it's always great fun giving people that come from companies that they are very much on the pretty much stress, and offering them the possibility to make this experience, outdoor experience, and see them how they enjoy a different team building or a different incentive travel. It's always a great fun, and getting to know so much people. It's so many
Absolutely.
people. It's wonderful.
Brilliant. Yeah, because you started off at IBTM World, and that's a great place to meet a lot of people. How did you find the experience, pitching to the judging panel from our Event Business Accelerator 2019 and your mentorship? How was that all? How that experience?
It was at the beginning we couldn't believe that we were in. It was a so great prize, being finalist of the business Event Business Accelerator. So it was like we couldn't believe that we were there at the beginning. Then we thought, okay, we are there, we're going to pitch. We don't want to only concentrate on the pitch. It is an important part of the experience, but it's not the the most important one for us. Being there, being able to meet the other candidates, getting to know them, the projects, and also being able to have a pot at the IBTM and meet other companies and tell them, okay, we have been selected there. It was like a big step in growing the company, professional and personal. It was a great experience in both aspects. Personal, because you get to do a lot of networking, and that's great. As I said before, getting to know so many people and so different. And then for the company, it was a huge step forward. Being able to experience the IBTM, it was because it's frenetic, the activity there, and it's it was important, the pitch, but it was more important the people and the experience, the whole experience.
Oh, wonderful! Because you also had the MPI mentorship as well, so that must have given you access to even more people.
That's right. It's a huge networking, and even I must say, of course, that was the end of the last year, and then this year began all the COVID and Corona crisis, and but even there, we've been able to get a lot of to know new projects, everything online. It's more, our company is more outdoor and more active, but it's been, and a lot of projects or contacts we couldn't really this year make them real, but we hope that next year, I mean, it's a lot of leads and contacts, and it's a lot of work after the IBTM,
absolutely,
like trying to manage all the contacts and
gosh, I can imagine you must have a huge address book now.
That's right.
Oh, that's brilliant. So after IBTM, bringing Zenith Experience to life, bringing it to market, what's kind of been your favorite part of that? You know, there's so much of it, and I imagine some of it must have been a bit difficult, some must have been a bit stressful, but what was your favorite? What was the bit that you liked most about bringing it to market?
About bringing the Zenith Experience to market?
Yes.
It's the how you say, it's the illusion. No, it's not illusion. I think that's Spanish. That excitement of making a project that you have in your head, making it real, and seeing that the other people they do like your project, and they bring in awareness to the project, and seeing that there's a reaction. At the IBTM, we couldn't see that there was a lot of interest in the project, and that all reaffirms you and reassures you in what you think it's going to work in the market. So the IBTM showed us that it could work, that it could really work.
Brilliant! Oh,
that it
wonderful.
was not only an idea, business idea, but that it could we could make it real.
Absolutely.
And sorry, I forgot to mention about the mentorship. We had a great mentor, Jackie, and also our mentor before the pitching. We have two mentors there, and they've been of great help.
Oh, brilliant!
Even showing us a little bit the panorama in Europe, which was very helpful.
Oh, fantastic!
Having them, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, because you had this wonderful experience in bringing that company to life, and what kind of advice would you give to people this year who may be thinking of pitching, of submitting their company idea, their plan? What kind of advice would you give them?
Well, they have to think that it can happen. That's first.
It's a good start.
A good start. They have, of course, to address the COVID crisis. The events industry, the MICE industry, has been really affected by this crisis. At least in Barcelona, it's almost everything is stopped this year. So they have to address this problematic and tell how they see the future and how they're going to address this challenge. Of course, I think it's important this year to not just to tell what's your business idea, but to link it with reality, with what's happening.
Well, that's how you make it real, isn't it? You know, you have to make sure it's part of the world, not apart from the world.
That's right. That's right.
It's exciting. Yeah, absolutely. And with the COVID crisis, is there anything new that you've been working on that you're hoping to launch in the future that you haven't been able to yet?
Of course, our project, our business concept is absolutely depending on travel, on planes, on.
Absolutely.
It's difficult to offer a glamping experience online.
just a little bit.
Yeah. But of course, we had time to organize and rethink a lot of things, a lot of marketing strategies, our website, making it more interactive, more virtual. Some things, for example, now we are planning a website, a new portal that you will be able to set up your campsite online.
Oh,
and
wow,
then
that's cool.
We will and choosing your landscape or your spot or where you want to and how you want your equipment to look like from the tent. And then making this real. So this Corona crisis has helped us to reinforce our online presence and image. So
brilliant!
Even if it's really a company that it works on site.
Yes. Yes. I mean, there are parts of the glamping experience that you can't translate online. You know, like you were talking about earlier, you can't be in a tent on the computer. It's just not quite the same.
Not the same. Well, with virtual reality and all this stuff, I'm sure it will be. But but our project is a little bit back to the roots, back to the analogical experience and not the digital one. So
yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And I'm sure lots of people will want that break after, being stuck inside their homes on their computers. Being out in nature, I think, will be wonderful.
Nature. Yeah, absolutely. We might have to wait a little bit. Maybe September, October gets better, or next year. The most important thing for us, of course, now is to offer a safe experience, and if we can't, we won't offer it. So, but we are also working on safety protocols and all this. Stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. So we here at IBTM World, we're trying to make sure we can get the best experience for everyone. So that's good.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Thank you for joining me for coffee. Judith, it's been wonderful chatting to you this morning.
And, you're welcome.
Yeah, I look forward to hearing more about Zenith. Maybe I'll check myself into a tent in the future and break away from the computer.
You're always welcome.
Oh, thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you for inviting me to the coffee.
No problem.
Coffee break.